Thanks for joining us, America. In the lobby of Financial Peace Plaza right here in Martha's Place is Lauren. Hi, Lauren. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're so excited to have you. Where are you from?
Columbia, South Carolina.
Ooh, that's a bit of a drive to Nashville. What, about 7 hours?
About 7 hours.
Yeah, okay. Very cool. Well, it's good to have you. I assume you're here to do your debt-free scream?
Oh, yes, sir.
I love it. And how much have you paid off?
We've paid off a grand total of $105,000 in 4 years.
Way to go. I love it. Very cool. Making what kind of money during that time?
$75,000.
Wow.
We went from an income of $60,000 to $75,000 during that time.
Very good. Good for you. What kind of debt was the 105?
Mortgage on the house.
You paid off your house?
Paid off the house.
You're not old enough to have a paid-for house. How old are you?
30 years old, Dave.
Oh, my gosh, you're so weird.
I am weird.
I love it.
That's what got us started in the first place, Dave.
So, 4 years ago, you're 26 years old. What happens that makes you believe you can pay off your house? Because everybody knows that you can't get ahead in the American economy. I mean, there's structural problems in the economy. You can't win, and yet you went and paid off your house.
Of course. Well, Dave, it all started back in 2006 when Jay and I first got married. We saw your banner on Winthrop University's campus. He was doing his MBA in business and finance. And it said, normal is broke, be weird.
There you go. And
we researched that saying and found out that it was you and your principles behind what we do here. And decided to get on board with your program because we had an overall goal of wanting to live and give like no one else.
There you go. I love that. What a great goal. All right. So 4 years, so $25,000 a year out of a $75,000 or a $60,000 income, depending on which year we look at this. You guys have really watched what you're doing. I mean, you've been on Beans and Rice. I bet people made fun of you.
Dave, we had some lookers there that were really questionable about what we were doing.
Now that the house is paid off and you're only 30 years old, I bet they're believers now.
I think they are.
Yeah,
people
or at least
really
at least that's the ultimate way to give them a shut up. Seriously, I love it.
Live on Beans and Rice. It
There
can get you a long way.
Well, and now you got the rest of your life with not a payment in the world.
That's right, Dave.
I mean, if you can't build wealth and you can't give in that scenario, something's seriously wrong with you.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations. I'm very proud of you.
Thank
You got to feel great. What do you tell people the secret to getting out of debt is?
The secret to getting out of debt is discipline. You really have to be disciplined in what you're doing, and you have to make a plan.
Are you naturally disciplined?
To begin with, no.
What made you disciplined? Because most people say, I'm not disciplined. When they hear that, they say, I can't do it then. You know, but you became disciplined. How did you do that?
Having a goal really helped me to become disciplined.
There you go.
And also what's been going on for the past 5 years, really. My husband was diagnosed with a brain tumor in 2008, a year and a half into our marriage.
Wow.
And Dave, we were really glad that we started with your principles to begin with that early on in our marriage. We had built up an emergency fund, which was baby step one. We were living with his parents in the basement of their house. And so glad that when that diagnosis came and the medical bills started rolling in, we were able to use that emergency fund to not go into debt medically, and still start saving and putting towards our retirement accounts. And then we really had to sit down and take a look because his diagnosis meant having continuous medical bills for the rest of his life.
Oh, really?
He passed away in April. We really sat down after he got diagnosed and said, well, okay, we have to plan out financially for what's going to happen medically. We just started putting aside money for that type of emergency fund, as well as funding an emergency fund. So planning for a plan, and as well as paying double our house payment during that time as well.
Wow. And so you guys are fighting that fight with him. Meanwhile, he's fighting a fight for you.
Yes.
So that he leaves you debt free.
Mm-hmm. That was his legacy that he wanted to leave. He
And
wanted
he
to
did.
make sure.
He did. What a wonderful legacy. So when was the house paid off?
August 28th. It was just shy of 4 years before our first house payment.
And just a few months after he passes.
Wow. We had made our plan at the beginning of this year to become debt free in June, Dave. And he passed in April. I needed to use some of our emergency fund to take care of funeral expenses. So I had to put that off until August. But
oh my goodness.
we were $11,000 to go before paying off the house when he passed. And August came, and I did it.
There you go.
I did it.
Well, and you and I both know he's watching the whole time.
He is.
And
He
screaming
lives right
debt
here.
and screaming debt free with us right now.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Wow. Wow. How old was he?
30 years old, Dave.
30 years old, same age. Oh my goodness. That is the most heartbreaking and victorious story all at the same time. You're amazing.
Thank
You're
you, Dave.
amazing. That's an amazing story.
Thank you.
And you are set for the rest of your life.
I am. I am.
And my goodness, you do all this before you're 30, you can do anything. There's nothing can stop you. I mean, you
I believe that.
yeah, I mean that. Whew,
I believe
that much life already lived. Yeah, you're what we call tough now. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of you.
God's good, Dave.
He is.
He is so good. His provisions, never fail.
No, they don't.
Never fail.
Absolutely amazing. What was your husband's name?
Jay.
Jay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, Jay and Lauren have paid off their home in August. It's all paid for. I absolutely love it. $105,000 paid off in 4 years, making $75,000 a year by the time she's 30 years old, by the time he's 30 years old. Count it down. Let's hear a great debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. We're debt free!
Wow. Unbelievable. Everybody's cheering and crying at the same time out there in Martha's Place. Unbelievable. I don't really have anything to say. I can't breathe. You're incredible, Lauren. Absolutely incredible. Wow. All I can say is that if she can do it and they can do it in that situation, you got no excuses. You can sit around and listen to people who say ridiculous things like the economy is structurally flawed and the political system is stacked against you and all these moronic academic viewpoints that are simply not true. Or you can be introduced to Lauren, who believes that her destiny is in her control. And she and her husband, their faith in themselves, their faith in God, their faith in common sense financial principles put them in this situation. That story could have been written a lot of different ways. She could have been a victim. She had a lot of reasons to call herself a victim. You don't get inspiration from that, you don't have a heart in your chest. This is the Dave Ramsey Show. In the lobby of Financial Peace Plaza, Cynthia is with us. Hey, Cynthia, how are you?
Really good, Dave.
Good. It's so good to have you. Where do you live?
We live in Greenville, South Carolina.
Very cool. And you're here to do your debt-free scream?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And who's with you? Who are these three cherubs with you?
They are my kids. Quetzali here, 13, Isaac, 7, and little Ethan, he's 4.
All right. Very cool. So how much debt have you paid off, Cynthia?
$60,000.
And how long did that take you?
22 months, sir.
22 months. Making what kind of money during that time?
$50,000.
$50,000. So tell me the story. What happened and how what started 22 months ago?
22 months ago, December the 4th, 2012, my husband, Dennis Barksdale, passed away.
Oh, my goodness. What happened?
He had a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, we listened to you every day. He listened to you every day. When I was with him, in the car and whatever, we were listening to you. And
How old was he?
He was 29 years old.
29?
29.
29 years old and had a stroke.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, sir. And he was a really, really awesome guy, and he was always finding ways to provide for his family, a hard worker, really nice work ethic, a great father, awesome husband, and he wanted to leave a legacy for his kids. Unfortunately, the time just, we never know when this is going to happen to any of us.
Right, wow.
So 2 years ago, I right after he passed away, I just set the goal for me and the kids to be debt free.
Wow.
And today we are here. We paid off the house after 22 months.
Your house?
Yes, sir. We have no debt.
Unbelievable.
And, I am a kindergarten aide, and we were living off of $16,000 a year. I got my notes here.
That's okay.
We right after Dennis passed away, our lifestyle really didn't change because he was really good with money, and he just knew where every penny went. And but after he passed away, the things that I did differently to make this happen. We cut the cable off, we cut the internet off, we turned the power off. My cell phone plan, I just say goodbye to them. And I got the cheapest phone that I could pay for, and it was with prepaid cards. We went to thrift shops, after, when the kids say go to school, before they go to school, you pay, you can spend a lot of money if you go to the mall or not even the mall, just purchase brand new. We went to thrift shops, and we never purchased anything new at all. We went to yard sales. We didn't eat out. Nothing that we purchased was brand new. And I tried to do couponing for a while, but I didn't have really much time, so I just couldn't do it.
And in 2 years, you paid off your house.
Yes, sir. That was our dream. It was our dream, Dennis's and mine, to make this happen. And God is really good.
Yes.
I just thank Him every day and count my blessings every day for His mercy and for being our provider and our protector.
Amen.
After my husband passed away, and even before that, he was always watching over us.
Yeah.
But I just want to mention for everybody that is out there that they think that they cannot do this, and if they set a goal, and if they put their mind into it, it's gonna happen. It doesn't matter what people tells you. I don't know how many people make fun of me, and I didn't care. But you have a goal, and you just look forward, and you go, and finally, it's unbelievable when it finally happens.
Wow.
So,
Kids, I think if you look around behind your mom's back, you're going to see a Superwoman cape. Oh, my gosh. You are something else, kiddo.
Oh, yeah.
You are amazing.
You should have met my husband. He was the man.
You are amazing. I'm sure he was, but you're amazing.
And it was, like I said, it was our dream.
What's
dream and
what
my
is this
dream
house
to come
worth?
Here. Well, it's not the biggest house, actually.
It's a paid-for house.
It
I
is
like
a paid-for house, but my husband, like I said, he watched where every penny went. And
so what's it worth about?
Well, it is worth $109,000.
That's no slouch.
But when we purchased the house, after we got married.
You're in Greenville, South Carolina. $109,000 house is not a bad house.
No, I'm blessed, like I said, But but when we were seeking for a house, and we didn't even look at the house, the inside. He just saw the sign of how much the house cost. And when he looked at it, he's like, this is the house we are going to buy. This is our house. And I was like, we haven't even looked at the inside, you know. But, you know, it is our first house. Yeah. And I'm just grateful.
How old are you?
I'm 31 now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So impressive.
Thank you,
Absolutely
sir.
impressive.
Thank you.
I mean, you know, the things you learn when you go through stuff like you guys have gone through as a family make the rest of life beautiful.
It is beautiful, sir. We enjoyed every minimum thing together. You know, my little guy here, he like almost like 3 times a week, we have our family time. That's how he calls it, you know.
Yeah, I bet.
And we just celebrate life because we never know when is going to be the time to.
It's precious. We're just here for a
yes,
vapor,
it is
the
precious.
Bible says.
And I'm just so thankful for my husband because he introduced me to you. And I didn't go to the classes that you provide. Mm-hmm. Everything was the radio. Mm-hmm. But you can learn a lot from what you hear. Mm. And I'm just grateful. And I thank you. I have a little list of the people that I want to thank. I want to thank my mother and the Morrow family, Laurie Covington and Eve Holiday for the emotional support. I would like to thank you, Grandma and Grandpa Barksdale, for being good grandparents, really nice grandparents for my kids. And this is a dream come true.
You are amazing. Well, you have inspired people all over America.
Well, I honestly
standing here and telling your story. You are something else.
Thank you. I just cannot believe I'm living a dream. The dream that my husband and I dreamed for a long time.
Amen. You can do this. You can do anything. I mean, you make $60,000 a year. You don't have any payments.
No, I make 50.
You don't have any payments. You don't have any payments. You don't have any payments. You make 50. You paid off 60. I'm sorry. Well, you may be getting a raise when you get home. I don't know.
I hope so.
You can. I mean, you guys will be able to do anything you want to do. And the this whole process, what it's done for you, for your confidence, for your family. For these kids, they walk this out with you. They're changed forever, too. It's unbelievable. You guys are so inspiring.
Thank you. And I want to thank, last but not least, my children for being a really good team.
Yeah. Yeah, they are a good team.
They are.
You can tell by watching them. Pretty cool stuff. I love it. All right, kids, you guys been practicing the debt-free scream, too? Yes, all right. Sir. All right. Well, this is about the best one I've had in a while. I'll tell you that.
Thank you, sir.
So, all right, Cynthia, count it down. $60,000 paid off, house and everything, in 22 months. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We're debt-free!
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Oh, man, oh, man. Thank you, Lord, for work that matters. Wow. Wow. Something else, man. Wow. Wow. Came out here and talked to you a while ago. I didn't even know the story. And then you get me on the air and make me cry like a girl. Oh, man. Oh, man.
I cried too. It's okay.
Something else. You did a good debt-free scream, dude. Well done. Well done. Well, thank you.
Sir.
Yeah, we'll get letters about that for a year. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, if you want to go through FPU, you're going through on us, if y'all would like to do that, or anything you want back here.
Thank you.
See Miss Cat, she'll set you up.
Thank you very
much. You guys leave here with some Christmas presents from us.
Thank
Set him up with all the kids' stuff and everything. Just load them up. Santa Claus is in town. So, you're something else. Congratulations, y'all.
Thank you.
Stephanie is a single mom who has just told us about her debt-free story. and we thought it would be fun for you guys to hear. And this is Victoria. And Victoria, how old are you?
5.
You're beautiful. Are you married yet? Are you married yet?
No.
No. Silly old man. Okay, Miss Stephanie, how much debt did you pay off?
$66,000.
How long did that take?
44 months, 3.5-ish years.
And your average income or your range of income during that time?
36 to 70s, 80s towards the end.
Wait a minute. How do you double your income? Because what do you do for a living?
I am a registered nurse.
So you didn't tell me, so I'm going to guess. When you started getting out of debt, you took on a bunch more hours?
Yes.
And that's where the income?
They knew who to call to work day or night.
Great place to go when you're broke, to work, yeah.
Yes.
So who watched Victoria?
I have a village of people that watch Victoria, and some of them are here today, but my mother, other single mothers, my mom, other single mothers, the church village, her dad. So we just had like a village of people that kind of took turns, my sister as well.
What kind of debt was the $64,000?
Most of it was student loans from Baylor University. I'm a student athlete, so my first degree I was free because I paid for it through sports.
What'd you play?
Basketball and volleyball.
Cool. A Baylor Bear. All right. And you play volleyball too, I'll bet. I'll bet you're good at it. Very cool. So what put you on this journey to get out of debt 44 months ago?
Baylor University, when we graduated, they showed us your video, the debt-free part of your class, the older one. And that started my mind thinking. I continued to watch the rest of the classes, and then I found financial peace at Preston Crest Church of Christ, and I took that, and that just lit the fire.
What was the hardest part of the last 44 months? That's a long time.
One time when I worked on a night shift, I called my daughter.
It's okay.
I called my daughter to tell her good night. And she said, Mama, I want you to come home and be with me. And so,
Mama, I want you to come home and be with me, and you were working. Sweet. All right, Victoria, have you been practicing your debt-free scream? Because your mama has paid a price to change your life. All right, you ready? All right, Victoria and Stephanie, $64,000 paid off, 44 months. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1.
We're debt-free! Woo! Proud of you. Wow! Thank you for joining us, America. We're glad you're here. Ken is with us from, am I reading this right? Alaska.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, brother. Good to have you.
Good to be here.
You're here to do your debt-free scream all the way from Alaska?
Yes, sir. I'm hoping they hear it up there today.
Well, we'll have to make it good and loud. It's a ways up there from Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
So what do you do in Alaska?
Working in oil fields.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So did you fly down, drive down, what?
Combination. Actually, I rode my motorcycle from Washington over here about back in July, and then went back to work, and I just come back down here, and so we're out riding again, me and my buddy. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Very cool. So how much debt have you paid off, Ken?
$394,000.
Good Lord. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How long did that take you?
I did it in 18 months.
Whoa. You must have sold something. What'd you sell?
Sold the house.
Okay.
So I'm homeless right now, but I'm okay with it. Yeah.
That's fun. So how much did the house sell for?
$245,000.
Okay. So that's $245 of the $394. So you still got like $160,000, right?
Yes, sir.
And what's your income, sir?
About $150,000 a year.
Okay. In the oil field in Alaska, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So how did you do the rest of the $160,000 in 18 months, making $150,000?
Well, we My job is a 2-on, 2-off schedule, so we work 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and I ended up doing 3 weeks on, 1 week off. And my week off, I didn't go anywhere, I didn't do anything. In fact, I picked up a little extra cash washing cars in my brother's garage, detailing and stuff, and so I just went gazelle, man, like nobody's business. So
You just went crazy. So what kind of, other than the house, what kind of debt did you have?
I had taxes, credit cards, furniture, a motorcycle, snow machine, and a couple lines of credit.
What's the dumbest thing you ever bought?
Well, I don't know. Lots of stuff.
Okay. What happened 18 months ago that made you decide you needed to get out of debt and could get out of debt?
I'd actually gone to Michigan to see a buddy of mine that was dying. And so I spent the last bit of money I had and the end of my credit card line, and found myself in a hotel room one night because I blew up my motorcycle there in Michigan. And I was sitting in the hotel room begging the credit card company to give me another $1,000 line of credit so I could make it back home. I don't know how I did it, but I managed to get back home, and I said, I'm done with this. I ain't living like this no more, especially with the money I make. And that's what it was. And I just started January 7th. I wrote down all my debts, littlest to biggest, and I just nailed them.
Yeah, you did, man. You went after it.
Yeah.
Very cool. So how'd you get connected to us?
Listen to the radio up in the oil fields up there. We get you're on the air every day from 9 to 11. All the boys are up listening right now to me. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, and that's how I got hooked up with it. And a buddy of mine kind of got me, steered that way too. So yeah.
But you had to have that moment in that hotel room where you said, I'm sick of this. I'm too old to be living like this. I make too much money to be living like this. It's time to fix my life.
Amen there.
Good for you.
Yes, indeed.
Proud of you, man.
Thank you.
That's very, very neat.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what do you tell people the secret to getting out of debt is, Ken?
The final goal, the weight off your shoulders. It's like freedom. Nobody owns me no more.
Have you ever been without debt?
Yeah. When I first started in the oil field, I got out of debt, and then I just got caught up and went normal.
Yeah.
And buried myself, and I don't think I'm that normal anymore.
No, you're not. That's for sure, brother.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Welcome to weirdness.
Amen.
We have a club that you have joined. I'll tell you that. Woo-hoo. Yeah, I love it. That's fun. How old are you?
Actually, 2 days ago, I hit the big 50.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So,
Very cool. So, what's the story? I saw the helmet when you came in. You got like a Viking horns on your helmet or something. Was there a story to that, or you just like being a character?
a combination, both. I bought it a few years ago when I was out in Sturgis for the motorcycle rally.
Oh, it fits in there, yeah.
Yep, and whenever I have to wear a helmet in the States down here, that's when I wear. I figure they pretty much can't not see me with that on.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It does help the drivers to notice, yeah.
Yes,
and that
indeed.
way they don't run over you.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, our state is one of the ones that requires that. So, oh, there it is. Yeah, for those of you at home watching on the TV, now you get to see the helmet. Well, it's got a mullet built into it too.
Oh
so.
yeah, and I got my own mullet too.
Yeah,
so.
you got your own, so it's a continuation of your own. That's good.
Yeah. Yes,
very
indeed.
fun. You're fun, brother. This
Thank
is
you.
very cool. So, what advice do you give people who are trying to get out of debt? Because you've done an amazing thing here. $394,000 paid off is no small step, dude. This is impressive.
It just got to hold on to that light at the end of the tunnel, and when you get there, you go, "Oh, it's so worth it." It was amazing, and the guys at work, kept telling me I was crazy for doing them long hitches, 3-and-1s, and not doing anything else. You're crazy, and I'm telling you, I'm getting this done. I'm doing it. And well, when I paid that last one off and the release, I mean, it was just nobody owns me. That's just amazing. And my bank account's been going
Yeah, it goes crazy because you got nothing to do with it now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yep.
you make $150,000 a year, no payments, you get some money piled up pretty quick.
Yes, indeed.
That's
I
beautiful.
have been playing a little bit since then, though. But
well, you've earned it. You live like no one else. Later, you get to live like no one else.
Yep. So I get back in the game here and a little more normal here when I get
well,
done.
as far as your life goes, but you won't ever be normal financially again.
No.
So you cut up all the credit cards, of course.
Yes. First thing I did, and well, that was fun. I like that.
Yeah.
No
it's
more.
fun.
Yeah.
So tell people how it feels to be free.
You'll hear in a minute when I do my scream.
All right, that'll do. All right, Ken, you're a lot of fun, man. Alaska, $394,000 paid off, 160 of that cash flow, 245 of it the house. He did it in 18 months working on the oil field, 3s and 1s, $150,000 a year income. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. I'm debt free!
All right. That is fun. That's fun. Guys, if you do not have the app to watch the show happen, you can get a free app for your iPhone or your iPad. You can watch it at daveramsey.com/Dave. You missed some pretty cool moments. I mean, you missed a guy who really fun. That was a lot of fun. You missed his helmet. You missed his hairdo. But you missed his passion, too. You could hear it on the radio. But, man, when you see it, it's just, you got to be watching, especially the debt-free screams. You got to be watching them. So that's why we do it. We do an HD TV show version of this live. It's nothing special. When it's me on, it's like watching ugly paint dry. But you can watch the whole thing, right? And so, again, you can get a free app at in the App Store and download it for your iPhone or iPad, or you can watch it at our website, and it's mobile-friendly for the other versions, okay? So daveramsey.com/show. Get in there, learn about it, watch this thing. About 500,000 people watch it, so you need to be one of those. And it's very, very well done. Our team spends a lot of talent and money to make sure it's well done every day. Both of those cost money. But anyway, it's very well done. So, oh, man, that was cool. And I wish you'd seen it. Well, you can see it. It's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can go download the app right now, and in about 3 hours you can watch it. Because when I go off the air, the show starts over again. And goes and stays on 24 hours a day until I come back on. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.
All right, folks, if you just saw the powerful story from Ken from Alaska, he's here on the bike. Dave is coming out to congratulate Ken.
That's awesome, brother.
How awesome.
That was very cool. Very cool. That is a blast. Absolutely awesome. Beautiful bike.
Tell us about the bike.
Actually, it was one of my debts that I paid off quick. It's a 2010 Road King, and I didn't change a lot of just handlebars, and I just love riding. It's my life, and so now I got total freedom. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
The helmet's coming. There it is, folks. There's your special treat. You're going to see this. Hey, come here for a second, Dave, real quick, because he was overcome with emotion as he was sitting here, folks, waiting for us to come back live. And he's sitting here, and I just want you to share. You said it was amazing that you don't owe anything to anybody. Nobody owns you. But now the release. What's going through your head and heart right now?
Just racing, just overwhelmed and want to break down. That's huge.
Dave, what's it like to see a powerful man like this just realize the sheer emotion of the journey? Look at the emotion. Unbelievable.
Fun. Yeah. It's fun. It shows that there's more to this than just math. Right. This is not just a math problem. It's not just a money thing. Because as what he kept saying over and over is right. I mean, the borrower is slave to the lender. You don't own me anymore. Yeah. Nobody owns me anymore. Yeah. And it feels different to ride a bike down the highway, man, when you don't owe anybody. It does. That's a real freedom. That's very cool stuff. So.
And for those of you watching out there on your journey, if you see the emotion right here, this is what it looks like and feels like.
Get out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So here you are. All right. So now you're an oil worker. I really want people to understand how hard work the oil fields are. I mean, how tough just physically is this kind of work?
It's pretty demanding. My job is not quite as demanding physically anymore, but it's still busy. It's a lot of long hours, minimum 12-hour days, a lot of overtime. and we sacrifice a lot. We're gone from family and friends, for that time that we're at work. And we're actually in the Arctic, 200 miles above the Arctic Circle, so it's not uncommon for us in the wintertime to see 30, 40 below and have to be out working and that stuff. So it's, so the sacrifice and get to where I'm at was huge.
Well, it's so great to see this. So we gotta ask: are you going to drive this all the way back? Do you stop in Washington, fly back? What's the journey now?
I gotta work with a lot of friends that commute back and forth from Alaska and live down here in the States, and I'm just going riding and enjoy some time, some freedom, some real freedom now.
That's got to feel good. You're out on the road, but you're really free. So are you just going to take off? You're going to go a couple of days? What do you think's next, the actual next little stop here? Any idea?
Downtown Nashville. Live it up tonight.
There we go. We're going to celebrate in Nashville. That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing a part of your story. This is cool. This is what we've all been waiting for here. People want to make fun of me because this helmet's amazing. Tell us about the helmet while I put this on super fast.
I got it actually 20 years ago out in Sturgis, and one buddy got one, and so I got one, and if I got to wear a helmet, that's one I wear.
Now, I want you to look at me real quick and be honest. How goofy do I really look?
Way goofier than me.
That's a fact, folks. But hey, it's worth it when we get to be a part of stories like this. Yeehaw!
In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Zach and Jolene are here. Hey, guys, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Welcome, welcome. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Where are you guys from?
Pensacola, Florida.
Fun. Well, welcome to the cold north. My goodness. It's hard to believe Nashville is the cold north, but you're here. So here to do a debt-free scream.
Yes, we are.
How much have you guys paid off?
$32,000.
All right. And how long did that take?
About 12 months.
Good for you. And your range of income?
We started off at about 60 and ended up right at 80.
Wow. How'd you get that much of a raise in 1 year?
Busting it.
Lots of sacrifice.
That old fine, hard work thing. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So what kind of debt was the $32,000?
A little of everything. We had car debt. We had a 401k loan, which we used to buy a car. We paid off a medical bill so they didn't repossess our daughter. Let's see. We financed a couple of cell phones and
A computer.
Computer.
You guys were just kind of normal.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. So what happened 12 months ago that put you on this journey to get out of debt?
Well, we moved to Pensacola in May, and then things just started spiraling out of control, and everything got really tight really quick. So, it was one of those things, and I didn't know what to do. So I just Googled how to get out of debt, and your name popped up.
There it is, just like that. Yeah. So you're stressed out, freaked out. There's no room in the budget. There's no room in the life. And so you're like, I got to get some help. And Google pops us up.
Yep.
There you go, just like that. Then what'd you do?
Then I downloaded a couple of podcasts, and I heard you start talking about every dollar at the time. And then you started talking about financial peace, and so then we ended up enrolling in a class and looked it up and went ahead and we went to a couple of classes, and at the time she just thought I was a kook still, and
I did.
and so then I went to the couple of classes and was trying to figure out how in the world am I going to come up with $93 to pay for a class, especially since I'd gone to college with a business degree and, the traditional learning there. So we did our first every dollar budget, and at the time I had actually just recently accepted Christ. And so, excuse me. But so initially we started, the tithing aspect of things, and there was exactly $393.
What was the extra three? Oh, so the 93 above 300. So 300
Right.
extra.
The 300 at the time was what the 10% would have been.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like.
It was a God thing.
Yeah, guys
Exactly.
like yelling at you. Yeah, in the numbers. That's funny. So at that point, Jolene, did you decide we're going?
I was going to follow him wherever he led. You know, he is the provider for our family. He is the head of our household. So I was just going to jump in with both feet, and we're going to do it together. Whatever it took, whatever sacrifice we had to make, because I came from a family where it was not a big deal to have mountains of bills. But I wanted something different for our kids. I wanted something different for us. So Zach brought this to me, and I said, okay, you know, I don't understand it. I don't really understand why you want to do it, but let's just do it. Let's just jump in and do it.
So you started going to the class together then?
We did.
Okay.
At our church.
All right. And so at what point in going through the class during that 9 weeks did you kind of go, okay, I get it now. This is starting to work. I see it.
I think it was probably halfway through the class, and I started to see, we were obviously doing our debt snowball. So I started to see things the way that he did, how we were able to pay things down and get rid of that debt, and then we were able to put more money to our other debt, and I started to see the purse strings loosen a little bit. So I was like, okay, I understand now. So we just full speed ahead, whatever we had to do.
Yeah. The more you understand it and the more you believe, the further on the gas pedal you step.
Exactly.
You know?
It was a team thing. We had to do it together. He's the one that goes to work every day. He's the one that brings in the paycheck. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I had to find ways to manage the things within our household, the things that I could control.
Gotcha. Okay. So where in this process did you accept Christ?
Just before. So
Just before you started the class?
well, I started the class, or I found the class after I started listening to the podcast, and we were really thinking selfishly, and how I justified it to Jelaine originally was, hey, it's $93, and we get a babysitter for 9 weeks.
Yes. Our youngest was like, she was what, 5 months old at the time, I think?
She was little.
We were living in an RV.
Hint to
so-
financial chart. You were what? You were living in an
Yeah,
RV?
we were living
Yeah.
in an RV when we started the class, part of our...
We were so broke we couldn't afford it. So
Exactly.
my parents were gracious enough. They let us borrow their RV for 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we lived in an RV with two little rascals for 6 months.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's do this class. We have a free babysitter
Okay.
at
So,
our
but I mean,
church.
what I'm trying to figure out is you went over there the first time to go to the class. At that point, you weren't walking with God.
No, so we went to go to the class, and just before we to see if we trusted the people in the nursery to watch our kids, we went one Sunday,
Ah,
and then that Sunday is when the walls come crabbing.
very
Come
cool.
falling down,
Very
so.
cool. Which church is this?
It's a Olive Baptist.
Very neat. Good job, guys. All right. Fun. Very fun. That's neat. So a whole lot of stuff changed in your life during this
Everything.
12-month adventure.
Yeah,
Everything changed.
a lot.
Wow. Very cool. So you got a place now. You're out of the RV.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
And you got a second baby now.
yeah. We had the second baby whenever we moved to Pensacola already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we actually we got another one that'll be here next year. So
All right. Wow. Very fun.
Yep.
Good times. Very cool. So what is the key to getting out of debt now that you've done it?
sacrifice.
Communication.
Yeah.
It's what Sharon always says.
You have to be on the same page. If
Yeah.
you're not, then it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And definitely the budget. So
Yes,
for
budget.
us,
Every dollar. We do every dollar. Every month, every single month. We sit down at the beginning of every month.
You do it on your phones?
We
Yeah.
do.
Okay. Very cool.
So she's not too keen on carrying a lot of cash, so we just use the debit card. And so it was real easy for her to, when she was at the grocery store or whatever, to say, all right, I have $296 left. All right,
Yep.
now let's see what I can do with it. So
Wow. Yeah, every dollar really helps with that.
it
That's
does
because
tremendously.
it's got it right there in your hand. You're carrying around everything with you when you've got your budget in your phone. You know, that's just neat. Very cool. Well, congratulations, you two. I'm very proud of you.
Thank
you.
you.
A lot of wonderful life change. What a great Christmas you're going to have this year.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
what a different kind of a place to be. Yeah. Walking with Christ and debt-free and babies everywhere. You're out of the RV. Life is good.
Yes.
This is good. I'm proud of you guys. Well, we've got a copy of Chris Hogan's book, Retire Inspired, which is a #1 bestseller, and that'll be your next chapter. We want you to come back on the air and do your millionaire talk. Tell us how you became a millionaire soon.
That's in the works.
Okay.
We're working on that.
Already did the math and used the Chris Hogan tool, and It shows we should be there right at age 50.
All right. Well, you'll probably be there before then. Okay. And the girls' names and ages are what?
Juliana is 20 months and Cheyenne is 3.
Okay. Very cool. Good. All right. Zach and Jeline, Cheyenne and Juliana, $32,000 paid off in 12 months, making 60 to 80. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
Are you ready to scream?
Want to scream?
All right. 1, 2, 3. We're debt free!
Way to go, you guys. Very, very Ramsey Show. In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Jennifer is with us. Merry Christmas, Jennifer.
Merry Christmas to you, Dave.
Where are you from?
I'm from Spring, Texas.
Which is where?
It's near Houston.
Okay.
It's north of Houston.
Yeah, cool. Well, welcome to Nashville.
Thank you.
And all the way over here to do your debt-free scream.
Yes.
I love it. Congratulations. How much have you paid off?
$262,000.
Goodness gracious. How long did that take?
Took about 15 months, but that included a house as well.
Okay. Did you sell the house?
I did, but so my story's a little bit different. My husband and I had started this journey in January of 2015, and we were doing our budget, which was ridiculous to have to to do a budget. It was hard, but my husband was actually sick. He was on a liver transplant list, and we had took your advice and sold some stock and enough to pay off all of our debt with the exception of our house. And he was getting close to needing the transplant. And so I begged him, please, let's just wait. We're going to do Dave Ramsey. We need to do it right. And so we just stopped. We stopped the debt snowball, and we started, just saving for the storm that we were in.
Yeah, which is what you should have done. Yeah.
Yeah. So we actually came to Nashville in May of last year for him to have his transplant. And we had actually come to see you about 10 days after the transplant and said, we're so excited. We will be back to do our debt-free scream. Unfortunately, after needing a second transplant, my husband passed away July 4th of that year. Oh, so, but I'm finishing what we started. So a big portion of the debt, of course, was paid off with life insurance. But I did sell our home, but not because I had to. But I did it to downsize. And then I bought a smaller house about 8/10 of a mile from the other house. But so that's my story as far as how the debt was paid off.
Yeah. So he passed when?
July 4th of 2015.
15.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the picture they just showed of you and me and him was when you guys visited right after he had his first transplant.
Yes, that is correct.
And you guys came by here.
Yes, and we were so excited to come and tell you that, hey, we're doing your plan, and
we're going to be there. Yeah.
We are in a storm, but we'll be back to do the debt-free screen. Yeah. So
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
How? So 18 months basically now.
Ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And how long were you guys married?
We were married for 5 years.
Wow. Okay. So did you have a lot of discussions with him about this stuff? I know you talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
as his health was failing, I'm sure.
We didn't talk about death because we thought his hope was a transplant. So we really never talked about, what if. Okay. Our goal was, pay off the debt, live and give like no one else. So.
Okay. And so how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm very fortunate that I have a big support group of friends and family.
I noticed you had a posse with you. Who's with you?
So the Reeses, Brad and Cammie Reese, are my next door neighbors that actually got us started on financial peace. And then my good friend Chad, they're here, came all the way from Texas to support me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
fun.
I'm very grateful for them because they nagged us every day. You need to do Dave Ramsey, you need to do this. But the thought of doing a budget, that just really wasn't something that, Craig and I were really familiar with. But then to look at how much money we actually made and brought home and how much money we spent, we didn't know where it went. And a lot of that went to eating out. Yeah, a lot of it.
Okay. So how are you? You got enough life insurance to pay off the house, and are you set now?
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And you're living in control with your budget.
I am.
No grief spending.
Well, I did some grief spending, and then if I would take a long trip, just in the car, maybe a few hours, and I would be listening to some of your calls and stuff. And when it got to the debt-free screams, I would just cry like a baby because,
I'm sure.
Because I was there, I was debt-free, but or was eventually going to be there, but didn't have that person to scream it with. That was our goal, but I took a trip to New York with my daughter, and I thought Dave would be okay with that because
I am.
Yeah, because there were some times that you would say some things like, "Okay, you know what? You need to go through that. You need to go through that process,
Exactly.
and then get back on track."
Exactly.
And so,
yeah, you medicate a little, but if you just don't want to
Yeah.
over medicate. I
Yeah.
just don't want you out of control.
no,
Okay.
I am. I'm in control.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I don't have a lot of purses to sell because Dave would not agree.
You don't
so.
have a Emil DeMarco's shoe collection then?
No, I don't. No.
You got to be old to even know who that is. I'm not
Yeah,
sure. Well, you're probably not even old enough to know who that is. Yeah.
I really don't know who it is. but-
Okay. It was a famous. She was like the president of Philippines or something, and she had like 1 million shoes. It was ridiculous back 30 years ago. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, shoe collection. But anyway, wow. Well, you're brave to get up here and do this.
Well, it's the last thing that I needed to do just to finish kind of what we had started.
Yeah.
So it was important.
Well, it was important to him, obviously.
It was.
And to you, and you're set on a track now that wasn't one you wanted to be on, but at least it's the train is on the track. It's in control, and you've got some direction, some things you can do, and if you need anything, we'll walk with you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Wow. Well, congratulations on being debt-free. I sure wish it had been any other way.
I do too. I do too.
But we'll definitely celebrate anyway, because that's what he would have wanted, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So very cool. All right, Jennifer from Houston, $262,000 paid off in 15 months. That's the house and everything. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. Craig, we're debt free.
Congratulations, darling. Wow. Amazing. I started doing this talk radio show. It's coming up on 25 years ago. And I thought I was going to be talking to people about how to do a mutual fund or, how to buy a car and not get ripped off or something. And now I find myself talking to somebody like Jennifer. You don't hear this kind of thing happening on other shows, I'll just tell you. This kind of authenticity, this kind of people getting real and telling what's really going on in their life. Unbelievable. Wow, what a story. And you know what? That's the thing about financial principles. It's the thing about all principles that are truth principles. The truth works when things are good, and the truth works when things are bad. The idea of being out of debt causes you to prosper when things are good. The idea of being out of debt causes you to survive when things are bad. Gives you a different comfort level. The idea of being on a written plan causes you to prosper with your budget when your things are good. Causes you to survive when things aren't so good. The idea of saving money causes you to prosper. You following what I'm saying here? The idea of giving causes you to prosper when things are good and when things are bad. That's the thing about the truth, is it works no matter the circumstances. And I wish I could say that's the only time I've had a picture made with someone and then they're not here now, they're in heaven. But I'm afraid I've got a lot of those pictures over the years of doing this. And it just cough, sir.
206,000.
Wow. And how long did that take you?
44 months.
Love it. And making what kind of money during that time?
Initially 145K.
Mm-hmm.
About a year ago, I cut back to halftime at home, so I don't have to go down. So I'm putting my halftime in now.
Okay. All right. Fun. Now, is that your home and everything you paid off?
Yeah.
So You're completely debt-free, house and everything.
Everything.
Congratulations.
I live in a trailer in a lot in a park. I pay $350 in rent and a little electric bill, and that's about it.
Oh, that's good.
Keep up my 15-year-old car.
So what was the $206,000 in debt?
I had $133K in the house, 20 on credit cards, and 8 on a car loan. And then the house was underwater about $40,000, so I paid $45,000 during 2013 on that.
Okay, so you sold the home?
I sold the home, but it took 9 months to get rid of it.
Okay, all right. And so what did the house sell for?
It sold for $120, which realized me about a $1,500 gain.
I hear you. But so of the $206,000 in debt, $120 was the sale of the house.
Well, actually, 92 was what they paid off the house. The rest of it, I cash flowed.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. Wow. Pretty incredible. Congratulations.
That was a hard year.
I bet it was. I bet it was. So what happened 44 months ago that made you go on this journey? Tell me your story.
Well, Sherry and I were getting kind of old, you know. I ain't no spring chicken anymore. But we've seen we weren't in the best shape and things weren't going to go good. So we started looking for a way to do things. And about a year before I got on this, we went to Crown Financial.
Ah, very good.
We got a lot of awareness and motivation, but no plan. Needed a user manual. So then in August of, in between, I figured out how by paying some more extra on everything, it would eventually go away. But boy, it didn't go away fast enough. So when we came in August of 11, and Sherry was on disability, so we went and got the home study kit. And we went through that whole thing in about 3 days and really got excited about the gazelles.
Good.
And
okay. So the Crown Financial in combination with FPU caused you to be able to do this.
Right.
Excellent. Very cool.
So then for about 8 months then we were working together hard on it at home. And then she went to the doctor one day for a routine colonoscopy. They found a little critter in there. So she went into some surgery. They took out some of the intestine. Well, over the next 10 months, they operated 3 times. There wasn't anything left. So January of 13, she said, just take me home. Because I can't eat anything. I can't do anything. And so we did. We spent 5 days at hospice. At home. All of her 4 boys were there with me the whole 5 days. And anyway, after that, I had to rely on myself. So I said, well, I'm going to cut everything down. I cut the house in half, closed everything off, got rid of the cable or the TV on the cable. I still got the internet. I work on that. And, oh my gosh.
So you finished up the project that you all had started together.
Right. Immediately, she had the security gland said, keep a little extra in the emergency fund. Well, I took what was left in there above the 1,000 and paid off the remainder of what was due on that. So we were finished step 2 that month.
Oh, okay.
And then I had to rebuild the emergency fund and pay off the house. Of course, I had a big shovel then.
Yeah.
And so I was able to do all that. Of course, I was living on the Social Security, which, cost me about $1,800 a month to live on. And I got had to save up for the trailer after the end of 13. And so by July of 14, I was ready to move into the trailer and put the house on the market. And then it was wait 9 months. And in March of this year, it finally sold for just enough to get out from under it.
Very cool. It's a long story.
Oh, yeah.
A long journey you've been on. So how old was Sherry when she passed?
She was almost 66. She was.
And how long had y'all been married?
16 years.
Wow. Okay.
We both met after some unfortunate experiences in life, and we had both sworn off we were not going to ever get married with anybody. We sat and talked for about a year, and all of a sudden one day I just turned around to her and I said, "Let's get married." She said, "Yeah."
You're a real romantic.
So we went down to Sevier County, down to Sevierville.
Yeah.
Went to see Jimmy Temple in the feed store.
There you go.
Got married down there. Then we drove back up again.
Well, why not? I like it. That's fun. Well, congratulations, Andy. This is a big milestone for you. You've been through a lot. And how does it feel now to be standing here completely debt-free?
Well, I can't tell you that I feel any different because I'm 72 years old and I only have $140K in retirement accounts. So my Social Security I'm living on, all the money I make on my 20 to 25-hour week goes into there. I'm hoping that by the end of 16 I'll have $250 in there.
I think you will.
And then that'll be just 74. And I can sit back and relax.
What do you do for a living?
I do some computer work for a company contractor down in the D.C. area.
Okay.
But it's all on phone now.
Sure, absolutely. Well, congratulations, sir. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm sure Sherry's smiling at you right now. What do you think?
Yeah, I do. I do.
I bet. I love it. All right, Andy and Sherry from Winchester, West Virginia, $206,000 paid off in 44 months, making $145 now at halftime and now finishing up his retirement. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream, Andy.
Sherry, this one's for you. We're debt-free.
I love it. I love it. Congratulations, sir. In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Cynthia is with us. Hi, Cynthia. How are you?
I'm doing great, Dave. How are you doing?
I am better than I deserve. Welcome to Nashville. Where do you live?
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Fun. Well, thanks for coming up. Very cool. Are you here to do a debt-free scream?
Yes, sir.
All the way to Nashville. How much have you paid off?
A little over $220,000.
Wow. And how long did that take?
A little over 4 years.
Good for you. Making what kind of money?
I started at $130 and I'm up to $148 now.
Good for you. What do you do for a living?
I'm a nurse anesthetist.
Ah, good field. Very good field. Is that your house you paid off?
No.
No, that was the nurse anesthetist student loans. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, cool. So a lot of the 220 was student loans. How much?
About 170. I had private and the Sally Mae. I had Terry loans and I had a stipend that I had to repay back.
Wow. And you got after it, man. Yeah. So you graduate 4 years ago?
No, actually I graduated in 2009.
Oh, what happened 4 years ago? Decided to make you get on this?
I was at work, and believe it or not, an orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Eden, was in there, and I was just kind of looking down. It was around Christmas time, and he gave me your book for Christmas.
Oh, my gosh.
And he had been following the plan, and he uses the plan, and once I read it, I was hooked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. So he's like, hey, I cleaned up my doc mess. You can clean up your nurse mess.
Yes.
Huh? All right.
Yes.
Very cool. Good. So 4 years, you read the total money makeover, you get on fire, and you say, I'm getting out of debt.
Yes, sir.
And then what happened? What'd you do?
I stopped using my debit card. I cut up all my credit cards. I really just stopped eating out. I just really cut back on everything. And it was hard because I had friends going to Paris and going different places. And when I first started out, I was driving my daughter old Civic. It was like a 2002 with over 200,000 miles. And driving up into the doctor's lounge with that, I just didn't.
Yeah. But you're making $100,500. You don't have any payments now.
Yes, sir.
So you paid a price.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Very cool. What made you believe you could do that it would work?
I think it really helped doing the smallest, putting them in order and doing the smallest and seeing that accomplishment. Just seeing that those little accomplishments really helped me.
It's kind of like your mind thinks you might be able to do it when you start, but when you actually pay off 2 or 3 of them, then your emotions start to believe. And when 4 or 5 of them get paid off, it's like your spirit kicks in and it believes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's very cool. Well, congratulations. Very well done. So when someone hears you have paid off $220,000, 170 in student loans, and they say, how did you do that? What do you tell them the key things are? The 3 things you must do, the 2 things you must do to get out of debt?
You have to love yourself enough to do it and love your family and your kids. I'm a single parent of 2 adult kids now. And I think about some of the mistakes I made raising them and with money and everything. And I said to myself, if I would have started this in my 30s, wow, it just would have been awesome. So and being mature enough to put aside the automatic rewards for the future and the budget and living on cash. Because when you see the cash, it just works. It works a lot better.
You feel it when you're spending cash. You really do.
You do.
Wow. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You got to feel great. How's it feel? You don't have any debt.
It feels really good.
How long has it been since you've been debt-free? How many years ago when you were last debt-free? Were you a kid, 20 years old?
Never.
Never in your adult life. Wow. And how old are you?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's good. I love it.
I'm 46.
So 26, 30 years, something like that, since you've been in debt-free.
Yep.
And now you're completely free and you're making bank.
Yep.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You're awesome. You inspire people by doing this.
Thank you.
A single mom, and you went back in 2009. So I'm 7 years. So you're in your 30s when you go back to get your nurse anesthetist.
Yeah, I was working in the ICU, and I thought I was doing okay. I used to pick up a lot of shifts. I was driving a nice car and all of this stuff, and it just was nugging at me to go back to school.
Yeah, well, your income's going to go straight up now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not done on the increases.
Right.
This is going to get even better.
Right.
And now you're going to know what to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. Now, who came with you?
My daughter, Sharice.
All right, Sharice. Thanks for being in the cheering squad here. Very cool. Cynthia from St. Petersburg, Florida, $220,000 paid off in 4 years, making $130,000 now, $148,000. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
1, 2, 3. I'm debt free.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I love it. Oh, that's fun. Well done, well done, well done. Man, that's it. All you single moms out there listening, if you don't think it can be done, that was for you. I mean, she raised those kids, and she's got her nursing degree. She's in there working the ICU. She's working those extra hours, looks up, says, I can raise my income by going back to school, goes back to school, makes a dadgum student loan mess, but gets a great income and then steps up and cleans it up. That lady right there is a hero, man. She's a hero. Wow, that's fun. Yeah, that's proof you can do it. Shut up. You can do it. Cynthia did it. That's awesome, man. Very cool. In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Chris is with us. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Doing well. Finally dry after all the rain and everything, so doing great.
Where are you from?
I'm from Lincolnton, Georgia. It's a small town in between Augusta and Athens.
Okay.
Georgia Bulldog country.
Absolutely. Deep in Bulldog country.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Fun. Well, welcome to Nashville, and you're here to do your debt-free scream.
I most certainly am.
How much have you paid off, sir?
Right at $16,500.
Very cool. Good for you. And how long did that take you?
It took right at 16 months, 473 days to be exact. So,
okay, that works. And what was your income during that time range?
I started off at about $24,000 a year, and now make about $27,400. And I also started a side business during that time, making furniture out of recycled items and stuff like that. And I made a little over $3,000 to put towards the debt.
Oh, good for you.
Doing that as well. So
very cool. Very cool. You're single?
I am.
Cool. How old are you?
I am just turned 24.
Way to go. So what kind of debt was the $16,500?
It was about $4,000 on a motorcycle, and the rest was student loans.
Okay. Did you sell stuff?
I did kind of, not anything really big. Just, I sold a bunch of stuff on eBay, anything I could find that, wasn't stuck to my bedroom or anything. Just got rid of it, Well,
dude, you really paid off a lot of debt with your income in a short amount of time.
And I did live with my brother when I did that.
Okay.
It wasn't free, but it was cheaper than any other option out there. So
okay. Well, it's nice to have family help out a little.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and he's a big fan of yours, too. And so
he's got to be proud of you then.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. So what happened 16 months ago? I mean, you're, 22 years old at that point?
I was.
And you're sitting there with all this debt, and what woke you up? What happened?
Well, I remember it was in January 2015, and I just woke up one morning at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I just couldn't sleep. I don't know why it was bothering me all of a sudden, but I just woke up and I was thinking, and I had just gotten a raise at work also, a couple dollars an hour, and that's when I said, okay, when I make more money, I'll do it. People always make excuses. You got to make more money. You got to do whatever. And I made more money then, and I just spent more money. Made no extra progress or anything, and so I said, you know what, I'm done, and I'm just going to buckle down and fix it. And I mean, it was to the point to where for the first couple of months, I got off social media. I did everything I could to just create new habits and just be done.
Wow.
I'm completely changing from that day forward, and then 473 days later, I made it.
Wow. So how did you know what to do?
Well, like I said, my brother was a big fan of yours, and I would come home and he would be watching your video channel, and there would be this guy telling people that they're doing dumb things and they need to be smarter and everything, and I guess that would have been in like late 2014, and then I was like, okay, well, I want to get out of debt, and I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I don't have, I didn't have money for emergencies or anything. And I was like, well, I'm going to fix it, and he told me about the Total Money Makeover. I read that, and I read the whole thing in like a day, and just, because you can do that if you're not on social media and stuff. You can, you got some free time, and I just went after it just from day one. And I remember, I think, to stay motivated, I remember somebody that actually did a debt-free scream here, I guess a few months ago, said that you had to redefine what progress looks like. And it's tough for me. I mean, obviously, as young as I am, I'm a very impatient person. I don't want to send one payment off a month or everything. I don't, and I had to do something to stay motivated. And I think when I was doing the side business, I would leave work, and then I would just go home and work some more. And I always felt like I was, every single day moving a step forward, whether it be spending a little bit less at the grocery store, or trying to use a little less fuel one week, or everything you do, you just have to see it as progress and know that it's helping you move in the right direction.
Absolutely. Very cool. Well, I mean, you paid $1,000 a month off, making $24,000 to $27,000 a year. That's impressive.
It was tough. It was beans and rice. Not exactly. We were actually talking to a lady. I made beans and rice one time, and it was horrible. I can't cook. I didn't realize you're supposed to like soak them overnight and season them and stuff. I had no clue. And I called my mom. I was like, I'm making beans and rice. And she was like, did you soak them? No.
That sounds like something I would do, dude.
So from now on, it's just minute rice. So, I'm
Uncle Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. That's fun. Well, way to go, dude. I'm very proud of you. How's it feel now?
It's great, and I really, honestly, I really haven't changed my lifestyle a whole lot since I paid it off. I'm working on 3A and 3B, moving towards that. But it's nice I feel like I'm moving forward every single week. I go put money in my savings account, and, I do all that stuff, and it's nice to see it grow. And I feel like every time, when I wake up to go to work, I'm going to work to build a future and not pay for the past.
That's a good line.
And yeah, I thought about that. I was like, I got to say something smart when I come up here. So it took me a while to come up with that, but there's that one's free.
That's free. No charge. No charge. Well, I won't ask for another then. Oh my gosh, good for you, man. Way to go. What's impressive is that you have completely changed, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're a different guy.
I mean, really, I was the kind of guy. Okay, I get my paycheck on Friday, and I'm gonna blow most of it on the weekend. And I go now and, I use my budget and I put money in envelopes and, I mean, I do fun stuff still, but,
sure.
It's, there are limits to that,
Very careful.
Very careful, for sure.
Very cool. Well, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Very well done.
I appreciate it.
Sharp young guy. So what's your advice to a 22, 24-year-old out there listening, single guy, not making a ton of money, making 24, 27? What's your advice to him on how to get out of debt?
I think, you just have to start doing it. And you have to realize you can't expect for it to work overnight because it's not. You just have to say, every day I'm going to move forward. I'm going to do something to better this situation, whether it be, doing some extra work somewhere, just making any extra money you can, or, cut the cable off, or, whatever you can think of just to make progress. But it worked, for me it worked. But I mean, it was every single day after it. It was, I feel like you could ask my friends and they would tell you it dominated my life for quite a while, but it's worth it. I would much rather have done it when I'm 22 or 23 or whatever, instead of 40 with a massive mortgage and a huge pile of credit card debt and cars and
absolutely
kids to worry about and all that stuff. And I figured it'd be the best time of my life to clean up the mess.
Absolutely. Good for you. Well, you ever going to go back in debt?
No, no, okay. Never.
Too hard to get out.
Yeah, it's it's worth it for sure.
I hear you. All right, well done, sir. You're
Thank
a
you.
hero. I'm proud of you.
It.
We're going to give you a copy of Chris Hogan's new book, Retire Inspired, which is all about building wealth. Number one bestseller, and it's all about where you're headed.
Yeah, I actually met him at one of his live events.
Oh,
a few months ago.
Very cool. We'll give you a signed copy.
Nice guy.
Get you set up. He is a nice guy,
especially for that voice. Yeah.
Chris from Augusta, Georgia, $16,500 paid off in 16 months. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. I'm debt-free!
Yeah! That's how you do a debt-free scream. Well done, sir. Very well done. Oh, life is good. In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Troy is with us. Hey, Troy, how are you?
I'm doing amazing, Dave. How are you?
Wow, I'm honored. It's good to have you, sir. Where do you live?
I live in Jacksonville, Florida. Born and raised.
Very fun. Good for you. And you're here to do your debt-free scream.
Absolutely.
Very cool. And how much have you paid off?
Paid off $42,000.
I love it. And how long did that take you?
24 months.
Very cool. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a web application developer for a marketing firm, and I also have a side business where I do voiceovers.
Good for you. Good for you. And your income range?
It ranged from $50,000 at the start to $68,000 at the end. And from the side business, I also right now doing about $75,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It is.
The side business has taken over.
It has. It's done pretty well for me.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations. Very well done. So tell me your story. What happened 24 months ago?
Well, I actually have to go back a little bit further than that. When I was pretty much a bum, just living at my parents' house, playing video games all day, basically no prospects whatsoever. I then decided to go back to college because I was pushed to by my family. Mm-hmm. And when I stepped on campus, I was like, you know what? This is your last shot. You're going to be working minimum wage for the rest of your life if you don't make this one happen. I made it happen. I actually graduated valedictorian.
Wow.
Yes. I mean, and if you knew me before that, that was like unfathomable.
Wow.
But
what degree did you get?
It was a degree in web design and development that I then took to get a job with.
Okay.
And then so I'm seeing this paycheck that has an extra zero at the end of it because I'd never seen that type of money before in my life. And I was like, okay, well then I need to do right by this. So I immediately go onto online and start looking up everything I can about personal finance. I read every single blog, read every single book, every single audio book, and through that I happened to find you and your plan. And I was like, this guy knows what he's talking about. He knows his stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put this plan to work. And it worked for me, and here I am.
There you go. And 24 months later, you're debt-free.
Absolutely.
Apparently, you can do anything you set your mind to, huh?
That's the thing. That's what I didn't realize before. But it's like, you set your mind to it, you set yourself up with a goal, you can make anything happen.
So was it your mom or your dad that threw you out?
Nobody threw me out.
You're a little too big to be thrown out, but yeah.
Well, I don't know if they could pick me up to throw me out. But yeah, my mom pushed me to go back, and she did it nicely. It was with, it was a grace.
Honey, you
and love.
have too much potential to be a couch potato.
Right.
That was pretty much it. Yeah, that was the conversation.
Okay. Very cool. Well, she was obviously right.
She was.
And congratulations to her for pushing the eagle out of the nest and making him fly.
Absolutely.
Very well done. How old are you now?
I'm 32.
32. So you started this journey when you were 30 as far as the debt goes.
That's right.
And when did you go back to school? At what age?
I went back to school at 28.
At 28. Okay. So boom, boom. Just click, click, click. Here we go. So the $42,000 was what? What kind of debt?
That was student loans, a credit card, and a personal loan that I don't even remember what it was for.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. People have had those before, I'll just tell you. So how does it feel now that, I mean, you've had so much accomplishment in your life in the last 4 years, and one of those things is to knock this debt out. But I mean, you got a lot of traction in your life, don't you?
Yep. So far, yeah. This is just the beginning. Like I'm looking forward to the future. Like it's so open now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like I've cracked down the door, and now I can go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then all I needed was that little push from my mom. And you know, thank you, Mom. Appreciate it.
There you go. Amen. Amen. Well, that's good stuff. Very well done. So, if there's a young person out there whose mom has not thrown them, suggested they leave, out there, talk to them about what you've been through and how it changed the whole chemistry of who you are.
Well, actually, I have been talking to them. I just recently gave a financial talk at my alma mater, speaking to college students, teaching them how not to do what I did, which is waste your life, and how to get out of debt, and just realize that you don't have to have those student loans for the rest of your life. You know, I mean, get rid of those as soon as possible. And I mean, it just opens up so many opportunities for you. So I'm speaking to them, they're asking me questions, and then they're treating me like I'm the financial expert. I'm like, well, how did this happen? You know? How did we get here? But I mean, you can do it. It's just about setting your mind to it.
So what are the keys to getting out of debt that you use? What do you think the things that allowed you to do this? $42,000 paid off in 24 months.
The one thing is that I think back to a quote that you made, and it was, the rich know the same things you and I know, but the difference is they do it. And I did it. I just put it into practice, because everybody out here, everybody listening to this show right now knows exactly how to get out of debt. Everybody knows exactly how to get financial freedom. The problem is that almost nobody does it. If you just listen and take my example, or anyone's example who's gotten out of debt. I mean, just live on less than you make. Have a plan. You know, don't borrow money. It's really that simple. And as long as they put it into practice, they can go wherever they need to.
Yep. There you go. It really is not rocket science. It really is so easy to understand. And, you know, I think that's what trips people up, because they want something complicated.
Absolutely.
And some of the most profound, life-changing things that you'll ever learn in your life are simple to understand, but very hard to do, because they involve you changing the man in the mirror.
Absolutely.
And that's what you've done.
Right.
You left the couch and went out here and completely changed your whole life. You are a hero, man. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very well done. I know your mom and dad are proud of you. Valedictorian, debt-free, all in a series of 4 years. Very cool. Very cool. I think we need to hire you to do web apps for us, buddy. Need to move you up here from Jacksonville. All right. Okay, so we're going to give you a copy of Chris Hogan's new #1 best-selling book, Retire Inspired, signed by him, because that's your next step. Build wealth and be outrageously generous, and you'll be right on that path. I can see that coming. So very proud of you, Troy. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dave.
Very good job. Troy from Jacksonville, Florida, $42,000 paid off in 24 months, making 50 to 68. Oh, and the little side job that makes $75K. So count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. I'm debt-free!
And the crowd in the lobby goes wild. I love it. That was great, Troy. Very good talking to you, man. That's inspiring stuff right there. Hey, I meet millennials that are that guy everywhere. Now, everybody gives these millennials a hard knock. I got a whole bunch of them working in this building, and they're that guy. They know, they can spell initiative. They believe in capitalism. They believe in hard work and discipline to win. I meet these people. I see them everywhere. Now, I know there's a percentage of these millennials that are just, socialist Bernie followers. I get that. But I got to tell you, that's not most of them. I don't even know if it's half of them. I don't know what the numbers are, but I see enough of that kind that I got a lot of hope for the future of this country. I really do. Now, you wouldn't get hope necessarily from the political cycle, but you can meet Troy. Valedictorian, man. Guy's a stud. He's a stud, man. You see that? That guy's incredible. That's awesomeness. And so you're listening to me. You're 25 years old. You're 24 years old. You're 27 years old, and you haven't done anything. Well, now's your day, man. He just told you he just got up off the couch, went and changed his whole life. He put the Nintendo down and went, put Halo down and went to work, man. And unless you are a gamer for a living, there's no money in that crap. But valedictorian in web design and gaming didn't have anything to do with that, I'll just tell you. But man, those people are incredible. You can do this stuff. You can do this stuff. The secrets of the rich are not secrets. The secret is just what he said. Nobody does it. Normal is broke. Normal is broke. Don't be normal. Just decide. You live in the richest country the world has ever known. Don't be normal. This is the Dave Ramsey Show. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.
Reba joins us up next in Amarillo. Reba, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm a little nervous.
Don't be scared.
Oh, no.
It's just us, Reba.
We're not mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ken Coleman's not here. Dr. John Deloney's not here. Just
Dave
the nice people.
definitely isn't here.
Dave's for sure not here.
This is a super nice show today.
What's going on? Reba, are you still there? Did she pass out?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
No.
goodness gracious. I thought we lost you. Okay. How can we help today?
I was waiting for a question or something.
Well, the question comes from you.
Oh.
How can we help?
Oh, the question. My husband is such a tightwad that we were supposed to go out with the congregation last night and break the feast for Yom Kippur, which is also called the Day of Atonement.
Yes.
For our belief. And when he showered and he got dressed, but then when it was time to go, I told him how much the meal was going to be, $9.99. Oh, he couldn't spend that much. So my question is, when is it okay to start having a little fun or spending a little money?
Reba, that's not your
taking your
question. Your question is, how do I get my husband to stop being a tightwad?
Okay.
You know you can spend $9.99.
Yeah, well,
Are you guys?
'cause I did.
What's your situation, Reba? Give us how much debt do you have?
None.
How much do you have in savings?
None for me, but for him, I don't know if he'd want me to tell you, but he's got a little little wad.
Well, if he does, then you do, Reba. You both are married.
Do you have separate bank accounts?
No. Yes, I'm not allowed
Reba.
to be on his bank account.
Why?
No. Because he's a tightwad. I'm not allowed to do anything.
All right. So now we got
Time
the
out,
thing.
Reba.
Now we got it.
Reba works to support herself as a wife to Douglas.
Douglas and Reba.
Hold on. And you guys, this is a married couple we're talking
How
to.
long have y'all been married, Reba?
We've been together for about 10 years, but only been married about 3.5, I believe it is.
Okay. So what is happening here is that you guys are not aligned. You're not working as a team. And what happens is even these small signs, of not having the same bank account, him not wanting to share with you, all of that, like what ends up happening is it ends up integrating into other parts of your marriage. And so it's big red flags in general that you guys could have a much more intimate, a much more dynamic, a much more deeper relationship if you guys trusted each other on all levels. And it doesn't sound like you do.
He doesn't. He had a bad ex, and I'm getting all the blame.
Okay.
Well, until he deals with this baggage, this marriage is going to continue to just be this weird, mediocre roommate situation. Would you agree?
Yeah, probably, because that's what it seems to be right now.
Yeah.
Can this old dog learn new tricks, Reba? Can we get him to go through Financial Peace University with you, to maybe get some counseling together?
I don't know.
Okay, you said
I tried to get him to go to counseling, and I haven't been successful yet.
Okay. What spiritual affiliation are you guys? You said the Day of Atonement, all of that is.
This is Messianic.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so I would get. Do you guys? Is it a rabbi you have or a pastor, Messianic Jew? I mean, I'm familiar with that, but who?
Rabbi.
Yeah.
Well, we have people in the congregation, couples that take turns doing a lesson. We don't actually have a rabbi up front.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, just getting with someone. I mean, you guys have a spiritual community. That's why I leaned that way first. But even just good, good marriage, counseling or therapy. Which, again, he's a adult, so he's going to decide if he wants to go or not. But I think one of the best things that you can do, Reba, though, is have a conversation with him and tell him how you're feeling and why you're feeling the ways you're feeling. And so just saying, like, I feel like we're not enjoying life. I feel like things are so separate, because they are when it comes to our money. And here's what I want. Like, here's the vision I want for our marriage. Here's what I long to be as your wife. Here's what I want as a husband. Here's what this looks like for me, and why I want that. I want stability. I want to be able to do this life together and be a team. When we took vows, what was it, 3.5 years ago, that this is what I'm looking for and what I really want from you. So tell me what you're hearing, and have this conversation back and forth. But I would really have a heart-to-heart, a serious conversation with him that's more than just the money, and more than just he won't spend $9.99 on a meal. This is going deeper. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because I want that
feel that way.
Okay. Yep. So, and I want this for you guys.
Thank you. I do too. But it's been a battle. It's been a long uphill battle.
I hear that.
Well, especially when there's, past trauma and exes, and this is how I grew up experiencing money, and now you're very tight-fisted with it because you don't want to get hurt again. And so that's where he seems to be coming from, which is understandable, but we can't keep living that way.
And you shouldn't pay the price for what had happened in the past either. Do you know what I mean? So,
yes.
So I think you guys have some real heart-to-heart conversations coming up soon. And that's what I would encourage. And then if there's any way for him to love you as his wife and just say, as my husband, will you please sit down and watch this first video? We're going to send you Financial Peace University. So hang on the line. Reba and Austin will pick up. And you guys even just sit down and watch the first 1 or 2 videos together. That'll jumpstart you on the financial side. But if you can get him to get a third party involved, to sit down and just have some good marriage counseling, marriage therapy, I think is one of the best things ever, because they are able, a good therapist will be able to dig underneath the surface of all of this, ask you good questions. There's a lot of self-reflection and understanding why I'm doing the things I'm doing, and it's just healthy. So if you're able to do that, I think it's a real gift.
Absolutely. And if he's unwilling to watch 45 minutes of a lesson of Financial Peace University, then I think we need to take those more drastic measures and go, listen, I cannot continue like this being roommates. I signed up for this because I want to become one.
Yep.
To have this level of intimacy and relationship. And money is just a symptom of so much else going on there.
And Reba, don't say, oh my God, what was his name?
Douglas.
Don't say, Douglas, you're a cheap wad, and I think you need to watch this video, right? We don't go after it with insults or with sarcasm or anything. Truly, with your heart as his wife, being as honest and as vulnerable as you can be with him is a great place to start that conversation, because it can be easy to point fingers and nag and, be like, and roll the eyes.
It's one thing when you're, 21 and getting married and this is all new. It's another when you're older and you're in a different season of life and you have all this baggage that you never really dealt with, and now you're just hanging on to it all. That's a much harder thing to unpack. And because there's just decades and decades of this trauma that you haven't dealt with. I'm also going to throw in a copy of Own Your Past, Change Your Future, along with Financial Peace University. That's our friend Dr. John Deloney's book, and I think a lot of this has to do with his past. And until we deal with that, it's going to be hard to affect our future positively. So hang on the line, Reba, and we will make sure to gift you that book. John was just in the control room. We should have just had him jump in here.
I know, right?
On the phone with Reba for fun.
And here's what's fascinating always about this show and this topic, George, of money is money problems are never money problems. It's never what ends up happening, right? We think that, it's an issue here and he won't spend the money. But under a lot of money problems is life stuff happening. And getting to the root system is so important, because money just magnifies, right, who we are. It amplifies who we are. And that's what it does. And so you got to figure out at the root of who am I and what is this amplifying? And so it's important work to do.
Yeah. We can't just look at the external surface issues.
Yep.
There's always something bubbling underneath, and we got to deal with that. But it's so worth it. And we hear this with Debt-Free Screams on the stage. We try to get our money right, and all of a sudden, our marriage improved.
Yep.
And there's a direct correlation there because you have to deal with things like communication and values and how we operate when it comes to money. So do this stuff. It's so worth it. We're cheering you on, Reba.